Hello, I am Catherine Fox, and I would like to welcome you to the Inflation Laboratory. Our mission here at the lab is to scientifically answer the questions that people often ask about balloons and other inflatables, such as: how much pressure does a particular type of inflatable really require? How loud is a balloon burst in a typical domestic room, and how does that vary by balloon size, type, manufacturer, color, or popping method? How hard can a determined woman really blow, and should she puff out her cheeks or hold them in if she wants to achieve maximum pressure? While we have several dozen experiments planned over the coming months, we also want to hear from you. What questions would you like us to seek the answers to? What inflation-related myths would you like to see put to the test? What types of inflatables would you like us to put to our standard battery of tests? What I would like to do now is to take you on a little tour of one of our most important pieces of apparatus. This is what we call the pump stand, and its companion, the detonation stand. The detonation stand holds the inflatable object under test securely and in sight of the camera. During batch testing, it allows us to rapidly replace a burst specimen with a fresh one. It is connected by a rubber hose to a pump stand. The pump stand contains 4 sources of air pressure, 2 different types of pressure gauge, and a bleed-off valve. The 4 air pressure sources include 2 blowing tubes, a high-pressured foot pump, and a low-pressure foot pump. Each blowing tube has a one-way valve in order to prevent leakage. The high-pressure foot pump is for providing higher pressures than even our highly trained technicians are able to, while the low-pressure foot pump is used to provide large volumes of air for inflating large objects. Our gauges include an analog pressure gauge, which always reads the current air pressure in the system, and a digital gauge, which is usually used to display the peak air pressure. The digital gauge is also connected to a computer, which records pressure variations over time. Finally, the bleed-off valve is used to relieve pressure on the system, such as when we study the effect of repeated inflation and deflation cycles on an object, or anytime we do not wish to test a specimen to destruction. I hope that you have found this introduction to be informative and that you will email us with your questions and suggestions. Thank you.